What's good, tribe? You know? So this isn't this video isn't about any particular incident. Okay? Let me say that first. I do want to say some things. I was having a discussion with my daughter about a particular situation. And so our views on the situation differed a little bit. Here's my thing. I believe that you have all the right in the world when you come to my house to be protected. That is my stance. That has always been my stance. That will always be my stance. When you grace that door and you step foot into my house, I am now, me, the man of my house, I am now responsible for your life and safety. That is a rule I've had my entire life, my entire adult life. You come to my house, I don't give a damn who you are. You come to my house, you're not under my protection. With that being said, now come some rules. Don't come to my house with no trash. Don't come to my door talking no nonsense, bringing no violence. None of that. Listen, anything that doesn't align with my core values, I am 100% against. Those who come through my door understand my core values. My family, my wife, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, all those are important to me. I will not crash out nor put those things in jeopardy. That being said, if you decide to do that, you don't align with my core values. Now, that's one of my core values is my family, and it's important to people to understand that. Listen, the reason you get that luxury is because you're now under my protection. It's just think of it this way, y'all. Think of it just like this. Imagine there was a king who had a kingdom, and so another king decided to say, "Hey, I want to visit you." And during that process, the king who was visiting the first king ends up with assassination attempt. Guess who is responsible? Not the visiting king, but the king whose kingdom it is. Why? It is the goal and purpose of the king whose kingdom it is to ensure that those who are underneath his protection are protected. Everyone from the peasant to the king to the visiting king. The reason this is important because underneath my protection, you get certain rights. There's some privileges to come along with my protection. And I was telling as I was talking to my baby girl about this, I was telling her, I said, baby, oftentimes I tell you to do X, Y, and Z because I understand how dangerous, how violent, and how less of a fuck men give. And though that language is hard, this is a reality. When we fail to tell our daughters, our sons, the women in our life, the significance of how dangerous other men can be, we let them fall victim to that. And so yes, I am 100% support of protecting my wife and kids. That is non-negotiable for me. I'm also 100% support of protecting their offspring, my grandchildren, 100%. I am not, nor will I ever put my life in danger and have my wife, my children, and my future grandkids say, "Oh, my husband, my dad, my granddad was a good guy," and that's it. And then the person I end up trying to save or help does not want to pitch in with my funeral expenses. Doesn't hold a conference to say, "Hey, this is a good man. Stop saying things about men because this man was a good man." That's not gonna happen. Oh, he helped me, and then listen. I'm all about protecting that which is mine, 100%. Everyone says it. I protect. What's that saying? I can't think of the saying right now. But we all have heard those sayings about protecting mine. Yes, yes. What you're asking me to do is, and this is the part that I don't get. You're asking me to literally my 20-year marriage out the window. my children being without their father out the window. My grandchildren not seeing their grandfather anymore out the window because some girl did some things, got herself in a position that she now can't get out of, and you want me to go over there? No, I'm not gonna do it. That's not something I'm gonna do. Now you can say what you want to about me, and that's fine. But when you come to my house and you're under my protection, there's some rules that are in place. When you're here, you follow those rules because you fall underneath my protection. The second you don't want to follow those rules, you're no longer under my protection and you get to leave my house. That's a rule that I have. I've had that rules of my adult life, and it has never failed me, and has always led me to become a better person. Now, I'm not saying that other men shouldn't extend a hand when they believe someone may need it. I'm not saying y'all shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that I don't believe I should do that. I'm not jeopardizing. I've been married 20 years. I have two amazing children. I have friends and family who look up to me, who love me, and who benefit from my existence. I throw all of that away because some girl says something at some point in time, and because she lacks the ability to control herself, now I have to be responsible for her inability to control herself. No.